Live at the Kosher Food and Wine Experience. I'm Yehoshua Werth, and your name is?
Yakov Winemaker.
Beautiful. This is the winemaker from Psagot. Today we're going to be reviewing this 2014 Chardonnay, and give us a little bit of backbone on this wine. Where it grows, what you're looking for at harvest, and why do it the way this is, and how.
Okay. It's from a vineyard in Kida. It's a very good fruit. From the same vineyard I took wine to make a base wine for sparkling. I do 2 harvests. Because of the heat in Israel, if you wait too long, you get tropical fruits in the Chardonnay, which I really do not want. If you harvest too early, you're missing something. So you try to break down the harvest, some of it as a basic to maintain the minerality and the acidity, and a smaller percentage with ripeness to give it a Chardonnay, what's supposed to be ripeness, but not overripe. And then I do a blend between the 2 components. 60% of the wine was oak fermented. I put juice in the barrel and start this fermentation. The wine is really born there. And it stayed on the lees for around 6 months, but it did not go for malolactic fermentation.
Explain to people what on the lees means, please.
Lees are the yeast. When they finish fermenting, they settle down. It's a sediment. The truth is that they start breaking down into the wine, and they release into the wine a polysaccharide, which gives the wine some kind of oiliness and thickness. And if you would do a malolactic fermentation in the oak, you will get buttery flavors. I do not want that. I don't want it for 2 reasons. First of all, I don't want butter in my wine. And number 2, Israel is such a hot climate and we're struggling with our acidity. I don't want to do a process that will reduce the acidity more. So I do not do malolactic fermentation. And the bottom line is you have a wine which has a lot of layers. It has a layer of minerality and freshness. It's not heavy. It has an oakiness in the background. It's not fully oaked, and it also has ripeness, but not too ripe. I think it's a pretty good wine.
Your description of what you're looking for out of your wine, I'm very impressed that it's the first time I've actually ever smelled this wine, and it's amazing how people look for butter in a Chardonnay. But in reality, people need to smell some Chablis, some proper ones, as a French style of making Chardonnay, and you're going to get a lot of that here. And what do I mean by that? Imagine walking through a grape field and you get this beautiful fresh air coming through the leaves. And I don't mean you're getting vegetable. I mean fresh air through the leaves of walking through the field. I'm trying to smell the microphone. I'm so excited. I'm like, I love the smell of this wine. If you're getting any citrus tones at all, it's only from the oils of like skins of citrus. It's not an attack of anything citrus at all. That for me anyways.
It's also there, but it's refined.
I'll call it plush, this wine. It's a very plush wine. It's not sharp, it's not crisp. It's not aggressive, assertive, or buttery, but it's plush. And what I mean by that is, if someone's to put a cushion on aroma and flavor and give it a softness instead of, again, a firm leather seat, and or something that's like got an edge. It's kind of, I don't know how else to say it, plush. It's not so many there aren't so many Chardonnays in the market that are like this, by the way. It's a rare occasion, it's a necessity. Let's taste this. Many Chardonnays are good for meat meals. Many Chardonnays are good for turkey soups. I don't want to have this with a meal. I want to have it by itself. I want to have it with a very garlic oil sauce and a baguette, and I don't want to have it with anything else. I want to have it by itself, for that matter. This wine will pair wonderful with a lot of different foods. And what are some suggestions for you?
Oh, it would go good with pasta and cream and peas.
White sauce.
Yes.
Yes.
It would go good with rather rich fish. It would actually even go
sea bass, but with a cream sauce again.
Not salmon, but sea bass, right?
No salmon, no.
It might even go good with smoked meats.
Okay, very good. 2014 Psagot Chardonnay. One of my little highlights so far, because it's itself. It's not trying to be something else, and I very much appreciate you trying to bring that out in this wine. And I'm saying that emes. This isn't some story, and a lot of people said I used some interesting metaphors when tasting some wines. The wine is itself. It's pure. He's using elements, like many people play with yeast and strains and woods, but you're using it to bring out what it is. So I appreciate that. Thank you. Yakov Yehoshua Werth, live at the Kosher Food and Wine Experience. This is the Kosher Wine Review.